Welcome to Sailing Saoirse. I'm Tegan. My parents sold our house, sold their business, and bought a 38-foot island spirit catamaran with the goal to travel the world. Only problem is, it needed a complete refit. After 3 years, we are finally ready to set sail. This is Colbin, my husband, Karen, my mum, Denver, my brother, and Robin, my dad. Together we make up Sailing Saoirse. Peaks put together a quiz night for the cruises around Chaguaramas, and our little team of 8 came in third. So we were very chuffed with that, knowing that our brains work.
Next question. In what country will you find?
We noticed that the heat in the boat is just crazy, and we don't have any window shade covers. So that was a high priority at the moment, to get those sewn, and we are busy fitting them now. Once we had decided it was now go time for Tobago, there was a lot to sort out, a lot of provisioning to do. Even though we had been doing it over the months, it took us probably 2 months longer than it should have to leave Trinidad, so it was stocking up all over again. So it was trips back and forth from the shops, and now our boat is full.
And it looks so smart. They got it to open, hey? Yep. We even had to open it to prove that it was what it was. The lady was so pleasant. Got new anchor lights just arrived. Well, it's a 3-in-1. It looks so pretty. So we've got anchor light and nav light, and it should have a strobe, but I'm only seeing 2 things here, so I'm not sure if the anchor light becomes the strobe if it's in strobe mode. I'll have to read the instructions. But thank you, Lopolight, for replacing our light, even though it was out of warranty.
We headed off to Scotland Bay to put up the anchor light and also clean the bottom of the boat, all in preparation to head out across to Tobago. We had been sitting in the Bay of Chaguaramas for about 2 months since we had splashed Saoirse back in the water after a brand new anti-foul job, and the barnacles were just out of control. We hadn't even thought about it while sitting in the bay with everything else that was going on, so there was a lot of cleaning to do in Scotland Bay.
So we have our new anchor light ready to go back on the mast. Luckily we took the old one off, and the stand that the old one was on matched exactly. So we've just put that on, and Denver's about to go back up the mast and put it in place.
It's 5:30 a.m. and we're waiting at the bus stop for the bus. Colb and I are going to do our ENG1 medical certificate, and my mum is going back to the hospital to collect my dad's medical records. It's going to be a long day. After getting all the medical stuff sorted out, we headed across to the mall to make sure we got all our last minute provisions before heading out. We've just had our last shower
In the fancy bathrooms.
in the really pretty bathrooms.
Piping hot water.
It's going to be a while till we do that again. So nice having hot, unlimited water to do hair and everything.
I actually felt quite hot, so getting in there just helping me. It's going to be our last really good shower in a long time.
But we are heading out to Tobago today, so.
Showing the weather
And this
outside.
is the weather. This is where we called home for the last 4 months. It definitely isn't a tropical Caribbean island, but it was everything we needed it to be for boat haul out, medical treatment, and just getting everything sorted before heading across to the Caribbean. We couldn't thank Peaks enough for their hospitality and everything they helped us with throughout our stay.
You can drop. Then just indicate to us where the way is. So just do it like that.
And we are off again
Finally.
with the captain on helm. We are leaving Tobago, Trinidad. Trinidad for Tobago. And we don't know how the conditions are going to be.
Weather's cleared up a bit.
We had a terrible morning full of rain and flooding all over Trinidad, but it seems to have cleared, touch wood. So we'll wait and see. What? You're seasick.
Better than past trips.
It's your fish.
No, I need to bring the other rods. I'll have to find the slogan. I need to bring in the other rods.
See, these wave breakers should be.
Slow down.
You can slow down a little bit.
Maybe it's top.
Maybe it's a tuna. It would be farting harder.
Even if it's a tiny baby tuna, we're keeping it.
I think it's a lot.
It's a Bonnie.
It's a wonder baby.
It's way
Look how
too big.
beautiful it is though.
Keeping this.
No,
No.
What?
there's no space.
It's not so nice too.
No, I'm going to use it on a flash. No, it's...
No.
Then look at this Dane.
Dad, you need to up your game now. So we dropped our anchor in Mount Irvine and we felt like it dragged a little bit, so Denver's just going to dive down to check what the holding is like down there before settling.
Yeah.
Be careful.
My mum and I caught a ride share across to Scarborough, which is the main city centre, I guess you'd call it, in Tobago, where you can check in with customs and immigration. We've just gotten back from customs and immigration. It was pretty easy.
Yeah, short of missing a stamp at immigration, walking all the way to customs, having to go all the way back to
All the way.
immigration.
It's like,
That wasn't far.
it wasn't far.
It was good exercise too.
But now we're sitting in a very rolly anchorage. But it's fine. It gets better soon and then we can get in the water. But we
Dreaming of
caught,
being in the water.
we caught the local bus back from Scarborough to Mount Irvine. And it was on time. And
It's a first in Tobago.
yeah, and Trinidad was
Trinidad.
never on time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was an eventful day.
And it looks like rural Zimbabwe. So I felt quite a
Yeah, it's
It's
beautiful
really
out
beautiful
here.
that oops. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. Very rural. Very quiet.
Besides, it's more noisy on the boat than out there. But it's good to be checked in,
Very nice.
and we can't wait to
We're
explore.
researching what we're doing.
Yeah. It feels so good after 13 years of preparation to finally get to the blue waters of the Caribbean. Thank you so much for watching with us, and if you enjoyed our video, please give it a like. If you have any questions or want to leave a comment, please do so below. We'll see you next week.